What is up, guys? Beancrew49 here. We are back on the Desolation map, and it's a group thing today. We got a whole crew of people up in here. Look at all these people. Oh man, they're all helping. Well, not all of them, but they're helping me with the Str8 pool hall, guys. We're back in the nightlife part of town, and we're working on this new project that's I just love new projects, guys. New projects are my jam. So I've upgraded this a little bit since you last saw it. I worked on this on Monday's Creative Question of the Week episode where we talked about Pokemon, and I've added some details here and there, hither and thither, and it looks pretty cool, I think. I've also put up some side walls, and I'm going to add some more details to these. These are kind of just placeholders. And we had Storm6 and Row and Whiscrum helping me do this floor here. It's it doesn't look like much, but it took a long time, okay? It took a long time with the four of us working on it. So oh man, now I got them working on the interior walls. It's a group project today, guys. So I'm going to get to work on this. This is the part of the project where you really start having to do some grind work. You know what I mean? It's just a grind to put the interior walls, because I go the extra mile, guys. I always go the extra mile. I make sure that none of my exterior walls are the same as my interior walls. Ever. Never the same, because that's not how I roll, okay? I like to have a different feeling when you walk into a building than when you walk out of it. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Does that make sense to anybody besides me? I don't know. I think it makes perfect sense, if you ask me, because if you take a look at any building in real life, the exterior is not the same as the interior, not by a long shot. You guys gotta go the extra mile in your builds, because it's what accentuates it. It helps really bring realism to the whole thing. You know what I mean? And realism on the Desolation map is sort of the name of the game in a sense. It's still Minecraft, of course, but we're trying to bring real life to Minecraft as much as we possibly can. And that's why this is one of the major things that really helps, is doing the interior walls. And you have to plan for it in advance. You can't just say, okay, I got 40 blocks to work with. You gotta realize that 40 blocks suddenly becomes like 36 blocks to work with, and really be cognizant of that fact, because it could trip you up in the planning phase. You know what I mean? You plan on having a certain amount of space, and then all of a sudden you got to do your walls, and then you have less space than you thought, and then that in some instances can cause you to have to change your plan. You know what I mean? All right, so look at all this help I'm getting. Thank you to these guys. I think what they say that they're trying to help because they want to help me, but I think they just want to have Gaia opened earlier. The sooner this gets done, the sooner Gaia's open. I know your little tricks, guys. Okay, I do appreciate the help, though, even if you have ulterior motives. You know what I mean? I see through the ruse. Okay, and then. So what I want to do here is I want to make this 2 floors, 2 stories. Now, let me tell you a little bit about the planning thing here. Right here is going to be like the front desk where you come in and you pay for whatever, I don't know how the payment's going to go, but you got to pay for your table, right? It's not free, and this whole floor here will be just pool table after pool table after pool table, except back here there's going to be a bar. Of course it's got to be a bar, duh. And then there'll be a second floor, probably with stairs coming out right here and going up. And then on the second floor is going to be a lot more pool tables, and then probably like a pizza place, or some, maybe not fast food, but definitely a pizza place, a place where they're serving food of some kind. It's a pool hall. You get hungry, you work up an appetite after playing pool, you know what I mean? So we'll do that, and that'll be fun and cool and exciting, and that'll be the pool hall. They've been throwing around some backstory ideas, which Whiscrum's idea wasn't the best, okay? It was funny, but I don't know if it was appropriate. So I don't know if we're gonna do that with Whiscrum. He knows what I'm talking about, okay? But I'm thinking of backstories. What could a pool hall be dabbling in illegally? This is a front, guys. All these businesses on the city of Coveton, they're all fronts. They're if you don't know what a front is, it's basically a legal operation that's used to hide the revenue from illegal activities, right? So if you're selling drugs and you got to explain to the government how you got $1 million, you open up a dry cleaners, you know what I mean? And then he's like, the dry cleaners netted me $2 million last year. And then, it covers up the money, it kind of washes the money. And that's what's going on a lot in the city of Coveton. A lot, okay? Yeah. So what else do I want to say? The nightlife place is coming along. Rainbow Farts seems to be like, what's he doing? He's being weird. Rainbow Farts has like a Star Wars map. It's really cool. You guys can go check it out. I toured it. Wait, did I tour it? I tried to tour it. That's what it was. If I ever bring back Bean Builds to Beats, he's going to be the first one. You know, I wanted to tour it because it's a really spectacular world, but I could never get into the server because it wouldn't let me like connect to his game for some reason. I don't know. Minecraft acts weird sometimes. Very strange. I'm not really sure why that was happening, and I could never get into his world to record it. But if I ever do bring back Bean Builds to Beats, not Bean Builds to Beats, what am I saying? Bean Around the World, then he's the first one. Definitely Rainbow Farts is the first one back. I've been thinking about it. I've been kicking around the idea. It's just I don't like having to depend on other people to record because, you know, there's all different time zones and people have to go in the middle of the video. So it's a big hassle to me. I'd rather just depend on myself, you know what I mean, for videos. But, you know, in the future, I'm not going to rule out the possibility because I know you guys really like that series. And I don't know why, but well, I do know why. It really showcased other builders' skills, which, you know, is really great to see in Minecraft because you don't always see like a wide variety of maps, you know, when you're just playing. But I have a lot of friends, guys, a lot of friends. So and they're all working on spectacular maps. All right, now what do we need here? Okay, looks like they're done. They're done skis, huh? What did he do? He put a little texturing there? I guess so. Yeah, that looks cool. What else can we work on? I don't know. Today's the double skin episode. Oh, here, let me show you guys what to do over here. I told you guys you could do this. You're not done. Not done by a long shot. This has to go up all the way. Look. You see? This goes all the way up because I don't want people blasting through. The reason for this bedrock here is because there's a large abyss in that direction, and we don't want people to fall off into it. So I got to put bedrock around the edge of the map, at all edges of the map, so that people don't fall down. And did anyone catch on? No? And so that's why, you know, we're working on this all around the edge. Okay, that's why the bedrock's here. Because I do give people TNT. There are creepers, you know what I mean? And so we got to be careful about it. You know, they're going to be able to blow their way through a lot of things. And that's part of the Desolation gameplay. The explosions are fun and exciting. And we're going to do something here. This is going to be like a back alley, shady alley, right? Between the pool hall and a movie theater, this is going to be a shady alley. So we'll put some dumpsters and some other cool things back here. But I think that's going to be the episode for today. I got a lot of help. I want to thank you to all my helpers, to Whiskrum, to Ro979, to Stormzix. Whiskrum and Stormzix have channels. Go check those out. Although Whiskrum doesn't make any videos, but he has a channel. So I don't know. Does a channel exist if it doesn't get updates? I don't know. That's a philosophical question that I can't answer. All right, guys. So we're gonna work on the interior in the future of this pool hall. The interior is gonna go up, and it's gonna be fun and exciting, and I can't wait for it to be done so we can move on to the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. It's never over here on the Desolation map. It just goes on and on and on. It's the build that never ends until one day when it will end. It will all be so sad that it's gone. Okay, guys. I want to thank you for watching as always. Leave a like if you enjoyed this. Leave some comments if you have any ideas for this Str8 pool hall backstory. All right, guys. Happy Minecrafting. Peace.